All right, welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Rachel Kennedy, and today we are going to be diving in to the 5 reasons I love Longmont, Colorado, and I think you will too. Before we get started, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to make sure that you get notified every time I put out new videos, which is every Tuesday and Thursday. So let's not waste any time, let's get started. All right, welcome back. Before we dive into this list, my name is Rachel Kennedy and I am a licensed broker here in the state of Colorado. And as much as I love putting this content together to help you guys make your move out here, I would love even more to help you with your real estate needs. So please feel free to hit me up on that number and or that email that's popping up below. I am the person that responds personally, so I would love to connect with you and find out how I can help. So let's get started on that list, right? All right, so Longmont is located 16 miles north of Boulder and 36 miles north of Denver, almost directly north from both of them. Population of Longmont is just over 100,000 as of the 2021 census. I love Longmont because it still has that small town feel. They have a super cute downtown area with like brick streets, old Victorians. The city of Longmont is great about putting together community events, parades downtown, Easter egg hunt, all kinds of stuff to help bring the community together. As well, the downtown has a ton of small businesses, locally owned coffee shops, locally owned restaurants, bike shops, bookstores, you name it, Longmont has a lot of it. Now, we're not going to see any like big sports venues or a big arts complex or anything like that. So think small town, but all of your essentials are right there. Your hardware store, etc. So one of my favorite things is just the ambience of Longmont. And I love to grab a coffee and stroll down that main street, just check out the local shops, chat with the local people, hang out at a brewery for a couple hours. Another one of the huge draws about Longmont is its proximity to Boulder and Fort Collins. So Boulder and Fort Collins are 2 big college towns here in Colorado. Fort Collins houses Colorado State University and Boulder houses University of Colorado. So we have our Buffaloes and our Rams. So because Longmont sits kind of directly in between those 2 college towns, you have a lot of options to explore that are maybe 45 minutes away if you want to go see a big game or you want to have a little bit of a bigger town, but not so much that huge city vibe that you would find in Denver. Longmont is also about half an hour away from Loveland, Colorado, and Loveland, Colorado is the biggest metro area before you head into Rocky Mountain National Park. One of the things I love about Longmont is its proximity to both Boulder and Fort Collins. Fort Collins is a little bit north of Longmont and Boulder is a little bit south of Longmont. Fort Collins houses Colorado State University and Boulder houses University of Colorado. So those are our 2 big booming college towns. And what I love about Longmont being like smack dab right in the middle of those 2 is that you have the option to pop up to either one if you want to see a big sporting event, if you just love that college vibe and all the energy that comes around with a college town. Very close to that. You of course have Denver, which is 36 miles away, about a 45-minute drive to get all of your big concert venues, all of that stuff. It's not too far of a drive, but it is far removed, so you don't have the traffic or all of the hubbub that comes around or that goes with living outside of a big metro area like Denver. You're also very close to Loveland, Colorado. It's about a half an hour drive to Loveland, Colorado. And Loveland is the biggest metro before you head into Rocky Mountain National Park. So Longmont is positioned right at the base of the foothills, which means that you have great proximity to outdoor activities, mountain biking, hiking, etc. All those things that probably are bringing you to Colorado in the first place. Probably one of the biggest drivers of Longmont's growth has been the housing affordability. Now, when we talk about how close it is to Boulder, it being a 15-20 minute drive away from Boulder, Boulder's entry-level real estate for a single-family home is going to sit right around $800,000 for entry level. In comparison, Longmont's entry-level single-family home is going to start right around $500,000. Now, of course, in Longmont, we can find those multi-million-dollar properties, but I find Longmont much more accessible when we compare it to Boulder. Longmont's average home price is just under $600,000, and I am recording this in March of 2023. So I love Longmont for its accessibility for those first-time home buyers or those young families who want to get their kids into a really nice community that is family-oriented but can't necessarily afford $1 million home. One of the other things I love about Longmont is all of the employment options. As Longmont has grown over the last 20 years, we've seen a lot of employers bring their headquarters into Longmont, which obviously supports that economy. So some of our biggest employers in Longmont, Colorado are going to be both the education space and the medical space. UC Health is one of our biggest hospital systems here in Colorado, Denver, and beyond. And so UC Health has a big campus in Longmont. We have Crocs, the shoes, Crocs has their headquarters in Longmont, Colorado. Otterbox has a factory. There's, of course, we're in Colorado and we know Coloradans love their beer. So the beer industry has a few different breweries up there in Longmont, Colorado. IBM has a campus in between Boulder and Longmont. So there's tons of different employment options which help support that economy. And I love the diversity of the employment options because if one industry fails, it does not bring down the entire economy. We have a lot of different industries that are helping keep that economy stable. And my last point about Longmont, Colorado is going to be the school district. So Longmont, Colorado falls into St. Vrain Valley School District. I am going to leave a link to a good article I found talking about the St. Vrain School District in the video description, so check that out if you're interested in the schools. So St. Vrain Valley, of course, has your typical preschools through high school, but there are also 3 charter school options in the district. There are 12 total high schools, and all of the schools have an above average rating on greatschools.org. One of the things I love about almost all of our school districts here in Colorado is that they operate on what's called a school of choice. And what school of choice means is that as long as you live within that district, you have the option to choice into any of the schools within that district. So let's say I buy a property in a neighborhood who I don't love the feeder school. Then I can go in and I can submit my child's name into a lottery system and choice them into a few different schools that I feel are a better fit for my child. This is actually the way that we have gotten our kids into the schools that they go to. Now as a parent, we have all of these choices on the types of schools and the curriculum that our kids are being taught. And I love that we have options and can choice into different schools that might be a really good fit for our kids. A perfect example is a very personal story. I have a kiddo with very severe dyslexia, and we had him in a school that would try really, really hard to support him, but in the end, he was just failing miserably, and we were able to find a different school within the district and choice him in that specialized in kiddos with dyslexia. So if you have a kiddo with some special needs or learning challenges, this is a great option to have. And I love the fact that the state of Colorado implemented this for us parents to take advantage of. All right, and that concludes our list of why I love Longmont, Colorado, and I really think you would too. Whether you're single or you have a growing family, it is a great place to land. And again, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button before you pop off, and I will see you next time.